I find myself here in the city, living in a concrete bunker out the back of Waterhouse, washing in a hand basin. My life has changed radically. I'm looking out the back balcony on the second story, and I noticed this back lot, which is surrounded by high rises and shops, and just a few yards away from the main street. It's very noisy. It's incredibly polluted. It's full of junk and rubbish. People have lived behind there. There are all kinds of nasty things rotting in the soil. Once a month, the landlord drives down from Auckland and sprays the whole area with some toxic concoction which stinks to high heaven and just kills the grass off instantly. One day I finally catch up with him. I'm leaning over the balcony. I said, well, look, I would like to become the caretaker of that piece of ground. It will save you some work and I can do something nice with it and we'll both benefit. And he was agreeable to that. Some artists came in, they painted the walls with extraordinary graffiti art. Unfortunately, the taggers, in their haste to get in there and put their names over the art, wrecked the door. We fixed up the door, made it stronger, and we seem to have solved that problem. The other problem was turning this dry, empty, polluted, seriously lacking piece of land, to converting it into something that plants would grow in. So once the junk was removed, then it became a process of building new soil. Soil has always been my natural proclivity. I cannot help it. Ever since I was a kid, I would look at soil, I would taste it, I would sniff it. That became my thing. So here I am, I now have this plot of land, I know what I must do. I make contact with all the cafe owners and restaurant owners on the block that I live on. There's about 6 or 7 people involved. I collect mostly their coffee grounds, because coffee grounds are just this wonderful carbonous substance that earthworms and soil bacteria absolutely adore. They love to eat on it. They convert it into good plant food, good rich soil. On top of that, I lay out cardboard and all kinds of gleanings I find around the CBD, like palm fronds from the many palm trees around the city, broken branches, tree leaves, clippings, hedge trimmings. If I see anybody doing any work around gardens on the city, I'll ask if I can have their trade a load of debris, and they always happily comply. So quietly and slowly, we've built up a nice layer of mulch on top, which in about 8 months' time will be rich, fertile soil. All that's left to do is to find some plants to plant in there and make it a beautiful place to be. I decided against growing food plants because I'm not sure of the toxicity of the original soil, the sparse sort of dead soil that was already there. So I'm going to grow ornamental plants, plants with beauty, plants with scent, just a place that will create, well, a collective scent which will drift out onto the CBD and maybe make people wonder, what is that wonderful aroma?